Good morning. It's Crazy Cheap Chick. It's time to get the groceries. I'm gonna tell you, I just don't feel it today. I am in kind of a cranky mood, but I can't do it on Friday like I usually do. I have to do it today. I got here kind of late, so I don't know what kind of deals we're gonna find, but I've got my list, and let's go see what we find. I don't need the meat. I think I'll take that one. Who is buying spaghetti sauce for $10 a jar? Oh, wait, it's on sale for $7.99. Well, this is gonna kill me to pay $5.99 because I know these are way less expensive at Walmart. And the reason I like them is they are 60 calories and 11 grams of fiber. You can get all your fiber just one tortilla. I always think this is kind of deceptive. Bisquick is $5.99 and this Jiffy is $4.79. But the Bisquick looks larger just because they put it in a taller box, even though they're both 2 pounds, 8 ounces. You have to watch that stuff. You know, when fruit is on sale, that's a really good option on fruit, because if you buy it fresh and you don't use it, well then it's just wasted. So I think it's sometimes better just to buy it frozen and use it as you need it, and you don't lose any of the nutritional value when it's frozen. Toilet paper to be like the hardest thing to figure out which is cheapest, so I just rely on these tags because they will tell you, and in toilet paper they do it per square feet, and so this is probably like 1.58 cents per foot per square foot, and this is going to be the least expensive at $19.99, but you got to buy a lot of it. Toilet paper seems to be one of those things, buying in quantity saves you quite a bit of money. I think I'm going to be somewhere around $84 with tax. So let's go see how close I am. Of course, I always go with a grocery list and a meal plan. And as I go through the grocery store, I'm always adding up what I'm spending. And I really thought I'd be around $84 with tax. And I ended up today being at $81.16, and that's because there were some coupons that came off that I didn't realize were loaded. And I can't keep track of those loaded coupons. It's just an added savings. I had gone, of course, earlier in the week and spent $48.06 pre-tax. So altogether, that's about $123.79. And I'm going to show you what I got, and then we'll talk about what we're eating this week. Dylan's had one of those deals where if you spent $75, you got $10 off. So I really wanted to hit 75, but I didn't need that much. And so I went ahead and bought some toilet paper. And this toilet paper was $19.99 because it's a lot of toilet paper. Everything else I got, I did not find that many deals this week. These are things I needed for the recipes I'm making. I got some of this Jiffy baking mix for $4.79 and this Jiffy corn muffin mix for 65 cents. Some onion dip for $1.19 and some chicken broth for $1.49. Now this is stuff you can buy cheaper at Aldi's, but I didn't feel like driving into town, and I felt like that $10 off 75 was would make it a wash anyway, because it's about 13% off a bill. These great tomatoes, they were $2.49, but I had a coupon, so they rang up for $2.04. Blueberries are $4.99. I have a lot of Mexican food this week, so I had to get some salsa. It went with this stuff for $2.99. Needed these cashews for a recipe, and they were $3.99 on sale. And I also needed these mini chocolate baking chips for a recipe. And this is really good what I'm going to make with these, so watch for it. And healthy. I'm trying to eat healthier this week. Tomato sauce, which I needed for a recipe. These were 2 for $1. Fettuccine for $1.25. Got this cream for $5.49. Some bananas for $1.11. These are super expensive. $5.99. That's about double what the regular tortillas cost. But the reason I buy them is because they're only 60 calories and they have like 11 grams of fiber in them, I think. A lot of fiber. Fiber makes you feel full. And so I went ahead and bought these, even though that's a ridiculous price. Got some carrots for $2.49 because I was out of carrots. Some lettuce for $2.59, some celery for $2.19. This is cilantro, it was 89 cents. And this cauliflower for $2.79 or I think it was $2.79. It was actually $3.29, but I think a coupon came off. And then they had watermelons for $5.99 this week. And my mom had told me that the bigger this is, the sweeter the watermelon is. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, how do you know that? She goes, oh, I saw it on TikTok. And my first inclination was, oh no, the TikTok got my mom. So anyway, I'm gonna try it and see if this is sweeter because it had the biggest stem, I guess. I don't know what to call that. Then these are my few pitiful clearance items I got. I got this meat for $3.33. This little pizza was marked down to $1.80, and I had a coupon for $1 off, so it rang up for $1. This salsa, or it's kind of a tomatillo salsa, was $1.90. This cream cheese, fat-free cream cheese, was 57 cents. Some sausage for $2.64. And then this cheese was free because Dylan sends me a free coupon about once every 3 or 4 weeks, and they know me. They know my shopping habits, and they know I love the cheese. So what are we going to eat this week? I'm thinking quesadillas, and I'm also thinking fajitas. And this would be my fajita meat. And I have some regular sour cream, but I might try that sour cream. Try this on it. I'm going to make some fettuccine with an Alfredo sauce that you make out of cauliflower. And I don't think I've ever shared that recipe. It is so good. It's so healthy, and no one can tell it's made with cauliflower. I've served it to people, and they just think it's regular Alfredo sauce. It's really, really good. I'm also going to make, I think, some Mexican chili. And I got all those pork chops on clearance, so we're probably going to have pork chops and potatoes. I might make burritos. I do have some other tortillas as well, so I might make some burritos. That's kind of what I have in mind. I also have leftover hamburgers from that family gathering, so I've got plenty of food. So for about $125, we it's always what it seems to turn out. It just seems to be what it costs to feed us. It's $125. And the fruit is for breakfast and desserts. Well, we're having our family picnic this weekend, and so I ran up to Dylan's this morning hoping that I would find some clearance hamburgers, but I did not. I ended up spending $48.06 pre-tax, and they do have a sale right now where you can buy 10 for $10, and I was hoping some of those packages would be marked down to like 6, but they weren't. So I ended up buying this pack of 40 for $34.99, which makes them about 87 cents a hamburger, which is slightly cheaper than their 10 for 10 deal. I got some tomatoes and some pickles for the hamburgers, and I found a couple of clearance items. I didn't have much. They had these little slider buns for $1 and these clearance cookies for $1.30. And they had in the Red Net bags, which are 99 cents, they had these petite gold potatoes, which make really good potato salad. Whether or not I am going to make potato salad for this gathering is still up in the air because I only have so much energy, and I'm already providing the hamburgers and the corn, so we'll see what everyone else is bringing. I have everything pre-prepared for the fajitas tonight, and I cut up that watermelon, and I hate to tell you, but it's not that sweet. So that end being big like that didn't seem to make much of a difference on this watermelon, but I'll try it again. I will give it more than one chance. I'm not like a gigantic watermelon fan. I mean, when you get a really good one, they're delicious, but how often does that happen? 1 out of 20 times. And so the reason I had bought this watermelon was I wanted to kind of juice it because I'm trying to drink more water. I don't like water. I'm trying to get away from drinking so much tea with Equal in it. And so I'm going to juice this. I'm going to add just a little bit of honey and a little bit of salt and make it into kind of a summer drink for myself. That watermelon reduced down quite a bit because you know watermelon is like 90% water. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of honey, not very much. Give it just a slight sweeter taste, because I like things really sweet, that's a problem. And just a little tiny bit of salt. So this is what I am drinking instead of my sugar tea, or aspartame tea really. I put a little ice in there, should be a nice refreshing summer drink. Boy, I just tasted that. It's delicious. It is really, really delicious. I stopped at an estate sale this morning and bought a couple of things. I got this bowl for $2 and this little hummingbird feeder for $1 and this cute set of dishes for $5 for the set, $2 for this little beverage set, $1 for these lights, which I needed for my Camp Nana Banana project we're working on, and these little heart-shaped pans, which is also something we'll use at our Camp Nana Banana. We make these sun catchers and they're so cute and easy. I keep meaning to do a video on it. I will soon, but I will use these in that project. That same estate sale, I bought this reclining lawn chair for $10 and that extension cord for $4. So that was not a bad deal because I just bought one of these chairs. I needed one for camping and I spent $100 for it and I don't even think it was as nice as this one. That's crazy. So this week at Goodwill, I got this cookbook for $1.99, America's Most Wanted Recipes. Delicious recipes from your family's favorite restaurants. So I'm going to show you some of the recipes I marked and then you tell me if any of these sound good, and I may make a video on it. But let's see what I marked. You can tell I started a diet because almost everything I marked is a dessert. Baskin-Robbins cheesecake ice cream. Boston Market squash casserole. You know that's just because I'm getting a billion zucchini and squash out of my garden. The Cheesecake Factory banana cream cheesecake. I don't even like bananas very much. Chili's margarita grilled chicken. Now this one sounded pretty interesting because you use a liquid margarita mix and tequila in it. I'm sure most of the alcohol burns off. Chili's Southwestern chicken chili. And this is going to be kind of my inspiration recipe for my chili this week. Cracker Barrel cherry chocolate cobbler, and this looked really easy to make. That's one of the reasons I marked it. Same with this Cracker Barrel fried apples. Looks real easy. I can't remember the last time I ate it at Denny's. Denny's country fried steak, or you could have country fried chicken or chicken fried chicken. Haven't made that in a long time. My husband loves it. It's not one of my favorites. This one sounded kind of good. Olive Garden, angel hair, and 3 onion soup. Now, I love onion soup, though. Olive Garden bruschetta. Now, when these garden tomatoes come on, oh, there's nothing better than homemade bruschetta. We'll be eating a lot of pasta then. Olive Garden chocolate lasagna. Olive Garden lemon cream cake. Now, I know I'm going to make this one because I love lemon, and it looks super simple. Panda Express orange flavored chicken. I have made something like this very similar before. It turned out delicious. Probably going to make this at some point. The whole reason I bought that baking mix was to make cheddar biscuits because I had seen this Red Lobster cheddar biscuit recipe. I'm probably going to be making this the Soup Nazi cream of sweet potato soup. I didn't know they had a restaurant. If any of those recipes sound good to you, leave me a comment so I can buy the ingredients next week and we will try them out. I don't know about you all, but when I have my shopping done and all the food put away and my meals planned, it takes a lot of stress off because you just don't have to think about it. You know what you're going to eat all week. At my old house, we had a kind of a small wall in the kitchen that we painted with chalkboard paint. And the grandkids would always draw down low, and I would write my menu up top, and I would write down stuff I needed to buy at the grocery store. It was kind of like my notepad. But I didn't do that at this house because it's a little bit more formal. And it was always fun though. And I would write out our menu, and I would always write the King's menu. And the reason I did that was because my husband, John Wayne, as we call him, would always say, "We eat like kings, we eat like kings." And he didn't mean anything sexist by it, he's just talking. But one of my friends came over and saw the King's menu, and she's like, "Now, is he treating you right? Are you, are you..." She saw that. She's a bit of a feminist, and it just drove her insane that I had written the King's menu. I guess I should have written the royal menu. Now, the menu this week, I think we're going to have to put that yellow squash casserole on there because, you can only give so many away. I hate to throw any food away. The problem is, I don't really like yellow squash and zucchini that much. I like to eat it like once a month, and we've been eating it every single meal. It's to the point, John Wayne's saying, "How are we eating our squash today? How are you cooking the squash?" Because he knows he's getting it almost every single day. And we're both, I think, starting to get a little bit tired of it, but save some money. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you got anything out of the video, give me a like, comment, share, or subscribe. I'll see you soon.